Tanya, where'd you go?
That's all for this edition of Dateline. We'll see you again next Friday at 9, 8 Central. And of course, I'll see you each weeknight for NBC Nightly News. I'm Lester Holt for all of us at NBC News. Good night.
For Dateline Premium, subscribe now on Apple Podcasts.
On our broadcast tonight, Governor Tony Evers and Tim Michels squared off for the first and last debate. We'll have a recap of what they discussed. Plus, the Rhinelander School District is rolling out a mentoring program. We'll explain how it's helping students succeed. And it's Friday Night Blitz. We'll have the scores from games across the Northwoods. Your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Jessica Jukic and Conrad Snapinski.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Jessica Jukic. Tonight, Governor Tony Evers and Republican candidate Tim Michels faced off in their first and last debate before November elections. In Madison, the gubernatorial candidates answered questions about climate change, inflation, abortion, and election fraud. During the debate, both candidates showcased their differences. Evers voiced his support for red flag laws and wants to increase public school funding. Michels supports taxpayer-funded school vouchers and says he would fix rampant crime by having a tougher stance on the issue. A recent Marquette Law School poll shows Evers with the slightest lead over Michels among likely voters. Tonight, News Watch 12's Dan Hagan was one of the debate moderators and asked questions. Wisconsin's governor race has become the most expensive in the country. $55 million has been spent since the August primary. The Northwoods had its first fall of the year, snowfall of the year, that is. Conrad, how will this stick around?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be melting by tomorrow, but yes, it was our first snowfall of the year. I mean, it is middle of October. Not really a surprise up here in the Northwoods, but now taking a look outside, this is a picture I took earlier today. Really looking nice with those trees, with some of these changing colors of the leaves. A little bit of sprinkle Mother Nature gave us, and it was looking beautiful outside. Still a couple of flurries lingering in the area. Most of the precipitation has moved on out of the region. Now we are starting to clear up under some mostly cloudy skies. A couple of flurries might be possible into the overnight hours. Let's talk about temperatures now. Our average high around 56 degrees, average low temperature 34. Take a look at these temperatures right now. 30 degrees in Rhinelander, 31 in Eagle River. Tomahawk, same thing, 30 degrees. So temperatures are starting to dip below freezing. Tonight, same thing. Be careful as temperatures will continue to dip and there will be some ice all over. So really be careful. It's going to be slick. Temperatures will be dropping into the mid-20s. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. It was a deadly week for police officers across the country. In Las Vegas, North Carolina, and Connecticut, communities are mourning fallen officers. Chilling new details emerging about the shooting in Connecticut. The officers responding to a domestic dispute. Officials say it appears it was all a ploy to lure the officers in and shoot them. Jen Sullivan looks at the various shootings involving police across the country.
In Bristol, Connecticut, a community in mourning.
Our hearts are broken.
3 police officers ambushed in what police say appears to be a calculated attack. 2 of them killed. Dustin DeMonte, a father of 2 with another on the way, who's been on the force since 2012. And Alex Hamzy, who's been with the department since 2014. The 3rd officer is recovering after undergoing surgery.
We're united in immeasurable grief for those hero officers.
Officials say the officers were responding to a domestic dispute, but the preliminary investigation indicates it may have been a ploy to lure the officers and shoot them.
It was just like a war zone.
This is just one in a string of shootings this week across the country involving police officers. Thursday night in Raleigh, at least 5 people were shot and killed.
An officer was shot? Yeah, he's an off-duty cop. I keep trying to say he works for Raleigh.
Among the victims, 29-year-old Gabriel Torres, an off-duty officer on his way to work. The suspected shooter, a 15-year-old boy.
This is a senseless, horrific
an infuriating act of violence.
And in Las Vegas Thursday, one officer shot while responding to a domestic disturbance call. Las Vegas police officer Truong Tai died in the hospital. The suspect held without bail. All three communities mourning the loss of their fallen officers. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
The Menominee Indian School District is enforcing a curfew for juveniles after there was an attempted break-in at Menominee Indian High School. Tuesday night, the district says security photos showed a person carrying 2 guns. Damage was found outside the building. The district shortened sports practice and tribal police are enforcing a 9 p.m. curfew. Menominee tribal police inspected the building and grounds and are investigating the incident. Tonight, Menominee played Northland Pines at home. State officials are celebrating today. There's an extra $4.3 billion left over from the 2022 budget. The state's fiscal year ended June 30th, and the money left over is the highest in state history. According to a press release, the state's budget stabilization fund, known as the Rainy Day Fund, is at $1.73 billion. Governor Evers wants to use the funds to cut taxes for working families, veterans, and seniors. He also wants to use it to lower gas prices and assist with child care costs. School districts across Wisconsin can now apply for a grant to purchase advanced manufacturing tools and equipment. The Fast Forward Technical Education Equipment Grant program has $700,000 for school districts. Students will get hands-on training and learn how to fabricate custom parts, read blueprints, use inspection equipment, design and program parts on a computer. The program will help address the current skilled worker shortage. Applications are due by December 8th, and the awards will range from $5,000 to $50,000. There are usually many children in classrooms, which can sometimes limit teachers from having that one-on-one interaction with students. However, here in Rhinelander, the school district is trying to change that. Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdul Kawi explains how it's connecting students with positive role models.
Every single person on this earth could use a mentor.
The school district of Rhinelander is hoping to apply that for their students.
For most of our students, what they're most wanting, and the youth in our community, what they're most wanting is that one-on-one time with an adult, with somebody that cares, that has their back.
This mentoring program started nearly 6 years ago. School counselor Aaron Hump says that recently COVID-19 took a toll on this initiative, and now the district is looking to change that.
We've since then are in the process of building it back up because we know that it's a extremely beneficial program for students.
The initiative is more than just helping students with their homework.
But really the primary goal of mentoring is building the relationships. So mentors might play games with students. They might work on, if they have their own hobbies and crafts that they do, they might teach those to their mentees.
That one-on-one interaction with students can help out drastically. Hump believes that this program will make a difference in the community as well as the students' lives.
As community members, have that feeling of how can I help? What can I do? How can I get involved in the lives of students? And this is the perfect opportunity to do that.
Reporting in Rhinelander, Mohammed Abdul Kawi, Newswatch 12.
State libraries are partnering with the DNR. We'll show you how exploring Wisconsin is getting a little bit easier.
Over 800 convicted criminals released. 270 murderers and attempted murderers released. 44 child rapists released. Tony Evers' parole commission has released hundreds of violent criminals early, including some of the worst killers in Wisconsin history. Evers' liberal policies are making our communities less safe. Tony Evers put criminals first and our family's safety last.
Expand your outdoor living space with our huge selection of landscape blocks from Menards. Get a free estimate instantly with our Design and Buy landscaping program. From patios, retaining walls, fire pits, and more, you can design the landscape of your dreams for free. Visit the store or Menards.com to get started on your next project today. Right now, save 11% on everything. Only at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Rock Oil Refining is looking for your business. We pick up and recycle used oil and other liquid and solid waste with our specialized collection trucks, making it convenient, affordable, and reliable for you. We're licensed, insured, and follow federal and state recycling regulations that work for the environment, not against it. Let our waste collection system work for you. We can come to pick it up or what option works best for you. To learn more about our collection and recycling services, visit rockoilrefining.com or call us today.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the Northwoods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
And it's Friday. Welcome back. We did break some records today. Taking a look right now. The numbers to the left are the high temperatures we had today, and these are the old records. So Anago had a high temperature of 34 degrees, their old record, 38 degrees. Rhinelander, 34 as a high, old record, 37 degrees. So it was chilly all across the state. Temperatures really cold. 30s all across, a couple of 40s down south. Green Bay is coming in. They came in at a 43-degree reading. Iron Mountain, 41 degrees, but the central part of the state, really cold temperatures, mid-30s outside. It feels like December. Even right now, taking a look, Rhinelander, 29 degrees. 31 in Eagle River, a couple of below freezing temperatures all across. So it is really cold. It's slippery outside now, so take extra precautions as all that snow that was melting, now it's starting to refreeze. And all these cold temperatures are associated with this low right here. This cold front actually came by, and it's really keeping us on the colder end the next several days. So this isn't a couple-day event. We're actually going to be well below average for quite some time as all that cold air starts to really dip down from Canada. Monday and Tuesday, it will be very cold temperatures in those mid-30s as highs. So bring out those winter jackets. It's getting chilly. We did have some snow showers earlier. 1.9 inches of snow in Rhinelander. That broke. It shattered our previous record of 0.8 inches in 2018. No official readings for all of these counties, but tomorrow we might have some for you guys. Right now, few flurries in the area. Most of the precipitation has moved on to the east. It's in and around the Chicago area. Now moving into Michigan and Indiana. For us, not looking too bad. Just a couple of flurries left over now since temperatures are dropping. But take a look at what happens the next couple of days. Tomorrow, maybe a couple of rain and snow mixes, very light. Sunday night into Monday, we might get another shot of some snow showers moving in. Maybe half an inch to an inch in some locations. We'll have to keep an eye on that as temperatures continue to stay on the cooler end. So get ready. It's feeling like winter. It's only middle of October. We didn't even get through Halloween yet, and it feels like we're almost getting towards Christmas. Our future snowfall total, not looking like much, but still, for this time of year, it's definitely something to mention. Close to half an inch to an inch here, and then in the UP, a lot more. That's associated with the lake effect snow. Places might get 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 inches in the UP with that lake effect snow in the area. Winds not looking too bad right now. We do have wind gusts around 15 miles an hour, but take a look at what happens on Sunday. Sunday afternoon, hold your hats, folks. It will be gusty. Wind gusts close to 25 to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, very cold. The temperatures in those mid-20s, mostly cloudy skies, and a few flurries possible. And our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show really cold temperatures Monday and Tuesday, and then finally we start to warm up close to 50 by Friday. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. The Department of Justice has officially appealed the appointment of the special master to oversee the documents seized from Mar-a-Lago. The DOJ formally filed a brief with the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals on Friday, asking the Federal Appeals Court to end the special master's review of documents. The department argued the lower court judge had no authority to interfere with its federal criminal investigation, and former President Donald Trump had no basis to interfere with the document's review. The Justice Department wants to end the special master's review of documents. It believes investigators should be able to review all of them. Trump's legal team has until November 10th to file a response. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources is rolling out a state park pilot program. 20 libraries across the state will have the state park and forest vehicle admission day passes. The program is called Check Out Wisconsin State Parks at Your Library. The passes will be valid for free admission for one vehicle for any state park, forest, or recreation area where admission is required. Starting November 1st, library card holders can check out a pass from participating libraries. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota, let's go places.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale and get the best for free. Through Saturday, get free installation on our best-selling carpet, free estimates, and interest-free financing. That's right. Free carpet installation, free estimates, and interest-free financing. Only at Carpet City Flooring Center. Come see why contractors and designers choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs. And get the best for free.
Carpet City, our prices will floor you.
Hi, I'm Kristen from Sleep Central on Highway 51 South in Minocqua, your bedding and futon headquarters. We carry the largest selection of name brand mattresses in northern Wisconsin, in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Beautyrest, Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. We also have a huge selection of accessories to complement your bedding purchase. Sleep Central also carries a wide variety of futons and unique bedroom furniture with quality all-wood construction. Better sleep, pain-free, that's our promise at Sleep Central in Minocqua, your one-stop sleep shop.
Don't like paying taxes? Neither does Mandela Barnes. Barnes didn't pay thousands in property taxes he owed. Barnes failed to pay his taxes, but he wants you to pay more. He supported raising Wisconsin's gas tax nearly 30%, even though we already pay some of the highest gas taxes in the country. And he supported a $1 billion tax increase on Wisconsin families and an income tax as high as 70%. Mandela Barnes, another tax-raising, hypocritical politician. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
There's nothing like volunteering, but my moderate to severe eczema can make it hard.
Now, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota, let's go places.
It's Friday Night Blitz. We'll have a roundup of the scores across the Northwoods after the break, but first, here's a look at today's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Hey, do y'all know what happens to a fish when they use a computer too much? They suffer from carpal tunnel. All right, that was awful. I understand that. But first off, before I start this week, I want to thank Brian Ballistic for filling in last week and taking care of Big Old Fish while I was out having a little oral surgery. It was a little difficult to speak, so I just want to say thank you for that. And we will move on this week. Eva Maynor reeled in this beautiful 10-pound laker, and it says she used 10 colors of lead core line while fishing from the Keeper Wet vessel on Lake Superior. Well, 10-pound lake trout is a big old fish. Way to go, Eva. Keep on reeling them in. And also aboard the same vessel was Isaiah, who caught this scrappy 7-pound salmon. Well, you both had good luck on Lake Superior. You both caught big old fish. Way to go, Isaiah. Keep on reeling them in. And finally on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Keith Terry, who caught this gorgeous 32-inch muskie on the Manitowish chain using a jig and minnow. Well, it's pretty exciting catching a 32-inch muskie, but to do so with a jig and minnow, yeah, that's next level. Way to go, Keith. That is one big old fish. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Northern Taxidermy fish meal is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Stay on top of breaking news and the biggest stories of the day with NBC News Daily. Get in-depth reporting from across the country and around the world. Tips to take care of your health and your wallet. And up-to-the-minute local news. NBC News Daily. Weekdays on NBC.
When Kenosha burned, Tony Evers fanned the flames.
He blamed police. When we needed help, he refused. For days.
I know.
Because we were there.
Evers puts politics over our lives.
Over your lives.
That's why we support Tim Michaels.
As a veteran, Tim Michaels won't abandon us.
Tim Michaels will have our back.
And stand strong against violent crime.
We're with Tim.
Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Looking for one of our most capable Ford SUVs? Okay, great. We've got you covered. Spacious interiors, innovative tech, good looks, and a legendary off-road experience. Check out our inventory today, or let us help you place a custom order. Getting into the perfect Ford SUV? Well, it's easier than ever. Yeah, we've got you covered. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge and get 0% financing for 66 months.
Sue right, Jake middle, me on the left.
Yeah, I knew I'd win.
Are you saying
What's
something?
really happening over there?
I think you're on mute.
There's no substitute for real gaming fun. Go where fun lives. Old Chum Gaming Wittenberg.
Punishing inflation, retirement savings evaporating, home values crashing, and Mandela Barnes is oblivious. Barnes just supported a massive tax increase on middle-class families and an army of IRS agents to go get every penny. Barnes also supported Biden's student loan forgiveness plan that cost every taxpayer $2,000. $2,000 less to survive on. Can you afford Mandela Barnes? Wisconsin Truth Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The Northwoods provides plenty of beauty year-round, and the weather events that develop can produce some amazing photos. Submit yours online at WJFW's weather photo section on the website to share with the WJFW weather team.
Friday Night Blitz is brought to you by Rock Oil Refining and Sweetwater Spirits and Resorts. Your Blitz starts now.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. I'm Saul Meyer wearing a University of Texas hat because my Oklahoma Sooners couldn't pull it out against Texas last week. Now, I may look alive, but I am dying inside. That is my partner, Serenity Douglas, who sadly is not wearing any OU colors today.
I think burnt orange looks good on you, Saul. The same way 49-0 looked good on OU.
Okay, all right. Enough of that. Let's move on to some high school football instead of college. Serenity, your game had some big implications today, and we're finally featuring 8-man football for our game of the week. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
That's right, Saul. Let's shout out some 8-man football. The Phillips Loggers haven't won a conference title since 1968. They have an opportunity to clinch it today and make history. Let's see if the Loggers could roll on to their first conference title in 54 years. Washburn traveled to Phillips to take the conference title. Early in the first, Phillips was playing like they were on a mission. Their defense was on Washburn hard and was sending them a message. But once the Loggers had that momentum, they were unstoppable. Look at that tall number 6, Dominic Mabey, run it in and put them on the board 7-0. And Washburn's Brendan Walson trying to make a run for it. But look at that Logger defense saying, oh no, sir. And they attempt at it again, but Max Phillips is taken down by a herd of Loggers. Then Jesse Broom runs it in, making it look easy, looking like a pro. Phillips will secure a win for the conference title 72-8, the first time since 1968.
First time since 1968. Wow. Let's stay with 8-man football, where this game was played in a blizzard, at least for me being from Texas. Now, I don't know why, but field goals for some reason are always weird for 8-man football. But if any team were to execute it to perfection, it's Newman Catholic. Already executing on special teams, here's them executing on defense now. They had a brick wall on defense today. Execution on special teams, defense, and now offense. This Newman Catholic team must be ranked #1 in the state or something. Tyler Ackerman takes it himself and powers into the end zone for 6. That's all the cards needed to win this one, 45-0. Finish out the season 8-0, undefeated.
Let's head over to 3 Lakes with Leona Wabena. Carter Johansson drops back. He's looking deep, tiptoes around, and heads it down the field. Brady Shepard is there. He takes it all the way to the house. Going for 2. Braden Barr cannot hold on to it. Brady Shepard tries to recover, but it is no good. And Janesh looking deep again, but he will go down. And LJ Terrellizzi on the sack. Josh Cougar on the reception takes this one to tie it up. But Leona Wabena goes on to win it 56-34.
Now on to Merrill, where the Blue Jays looked a little pink tonight with their uniforms. Here in the second, Menominee's defense came to play. Quarterback drops back to pass, sees pressure, rolls right, and is sacked here for a big defensive stop. But Merrill's defense showed up too. A big goal line stop here on 4th down to keep Menominee scoreless on that drive. Here in the third quarter, though, Menominee was angry. Wyatt Harris gets the ball, runs through some guys, around some guys, over some guys, under some guys, you name it, tiptoeing down the sideline for a monster touchdown to give them the 28-6 lead. And big plays like that gave them a 40-12 win and outright GNC chance.
Now let's take a look at some area scores. Athens traveled to Gilman and lost 16-54. Shawanigan and Butternut and Mercer loses to Northwood and Solo Spring 14-68. And finally, Florence beats White Lake Elko 40-0.
Now on to some more area scores from teams in our area that we couldn't get to. Tomahawk started the season 3-0, but went on a 5-game losing streak. Luckily for them, that losing streak ended with a forfeit win over Menominee Indian, so they're back in the win column. They did play a replacement game today against Clintonville, and if you were wondering who would win in a fight between a hatchet and a truck wins this one 46-0. Next, a great Northern Conference matchup between Antigo and Medford had Medford winning this one 53-21. And finally, Cribbins hosted Conto Falls and won 35-6. Sadly, that's all the 8-man coverage we have for tonight, but we're not done yet with those other games.
That's right, Saul. We'll have more highlights from 11-man football coming to y'all after the break.
I would never bill someone twice for the same job. But Tim Michaels has a record of doing just that. Michaels billed Wisconsin taxpayers twice for the same construction job, totaling $400,000. And you and I paid for it. And once he was caught, Michaels tried to charge the taxpayers an extra $52,000 just to fix it. That's totally dishonest. I never trust anyone like that as governor. Tim Michaels is wrong for Wisconsin.
Sweetwater Spirits and Resort is open throughout the year. Dine in with a great view of Duck Lake. Carryout is also available. Enjoy roasted chicken, shrimp, burgers, pizza, Friday night fish fry, and Saturday night prime rib. Great happy hour deals Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 and live music on the weekends. Sweetwater Spirits and Resort is family friendly and opens at 11 a.m. daily. Find us on Facebook to view nightly specials.
Here in Wisconsin, you should be able to walk down the street and not worry about crime. I'm Josh Call. As a former federal prosecutor and your attorney general, I've put murderers, drug traffickers, and sex offenders behind bars and kept them there. And I worked with Democrats and Republicans to change the law so rape kits don't sit around untested. I know there's more to do, but I will not stop until you and your family are safe, no matter what neighborhood you live in.
It's Ford Truck Month. America, you know what to do.
Now's the time to get after the best deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, 45 years straight. Also, great offers on Ford Ranger and Ford Maverick. Ford Truck Month is here, so let's get after it. Lock in 3.9% financing for 60 months on a new built Ford Tough F-150 plus $500.
There's no other place where my story is possible. My mom was a teacher. My dad worked third shift. It was our ticket to the middle class. That's the promise of America I'll fight to protect. While others send our jobs overseas, I'll bring manufacturing back, invest in our own workers, and stock our shelves with American products. And with a middle-class tax cut, you'll be able to keep more of what you earn. I know the promise of America, and no one will fight harder to protect it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
As much as I love me some 8-man football, it's time to talk about one of the bigger 11-man football games that went on tonight. Wausau West hosting DC Everest, and let's see how that Wausau West game went. Now, I've seen some cool national anthems, but I've never seen as cool as this one from Tom Field. Here in the first quarter, Vince Hahns keeps the ball on a read option and goes for a huge gain here to get in the red zone, showing off the burners on that play. That set up a goal line power run in from running back Ryan Reneck for a touchdown. Failed two-point conversion makes it 6-0. But Reneck wasn't done there. He gets the ball on a halfback pitch and powers his way into the end zone again. Extra point makes it 13-0. And Mr. West, Wausau West wins this one 40-14.
The Hodeks traveled to Lakeland Union. Lakeland was looking to become 5-4, and that they did. Let's look at the first quarter. Lakeland's Braden Wiechek passes it off to Rocky Wagner, and he will run it all the way in for Lakeland. Touchdown, 6-0. They'll go for the extra point field goal and secure it, but moving on to the second quarter. Now look closely. Lakeland's Leonard Chosa pushes through for another Thunderbird touchdown. And why go for one when you could go for two?